Hello everyone, welcome to Interpersonal Communication. This is COM 1030 and I am your instructor, Bree Brasher. You can call me Professor Brasher, call me Bree, whichever you prefer, but Bree is definitely fine. In this video, I'm going to talk about how we are going to work through interpersonal communication in this online platform, specifically using Canvas rather than LancerNet. And I think that you'll find that Canvas is very user-friendly and you'll really have no issues. And if you do, please let me know. I'm happy to help you through any challenges you might find. First of all, guys, I'm going to work through our syllabus and schedule here, and then I will show you a little bit about Canvas. So first of all, guys, our office hours are going to be virtual. So just like you would meet a professor in their office on campus, my office is online. I actually live in Newcastle, Wyoming, so I'm on my computer constantly. I'm very good at replying by email. And I also am online, just have a little window open in Zoom, which we will talk about here in a second. And you can just pop in and ask me any questions. So I'll be online Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 2, or Tuesday mornings from 10 to 11. If these times don't work for you, feel free to send me an email and we can set up a separate appointment. That's no problem at all. Our course dates for this semester are August 28th through December 14th. And again, everything that you will need to know is online right here in this course shell. In terms of text, guys, we're going to be using Interplay, and we'll be using the 14th edition this semester. If you happen to find the 13th, it'll likely be fine, but please try and search for the 14th and get that text for this class. And right here I have students are responsible for reading and understanding all materials assigned in the text, even if not directly covered in class. So what that means, guys, is each week we are going to have a discussion where we have some videos and other things to really talk about the interesting intricacies of interpersonal communication. And those are really fun. They're popular culture examples of interpersonal communication related to that specific chapter. And I really want you guys to focus on really spending time on those message boards and your responses to one another in that online discussion, because that's really the driver of our course. So the reading, you have to do the reading in order to be able to intelligently respond to the message thread. So I'm going to be seeing how well you can apply that terminology and find your own personal examples, dissect the example from the video, those kinds of things. So we'll get to that. I'll talk more about that, but you need that text to kind of set the foundation for yourself. All right, so we've covered our office hours, we've covered our text, and now we'll get into kind of the course description itself. And guys, this is a 3-credit-hour course, again, all online. This course introduces students to the basic concepts and theories of interpersonal communication and provides classroom discussions, activities, and assignments that exemplify those theories and promote critical thinking about communication behaviors. So I'll let you guys continue to read over the syllabus, but that kind of gives you an overall feel of the course. This course meets the following general education requirements, so it satisfies your Communication 1 with EWC. And I'll let you read through all of the course objectives. Here, communication practices, guys, I do prefer email. That's the easiest way to kind of quickly communicate in this online format. But again, I'm very happy to meet you online in those office hours or separately if you need a different time. Sometimes that face-to-face communication is very beneficial, and we can really kind of dive into any problems or specific questions that you have, okay? Class expectations. Students are expected to conduct themselves with respect for fellow students, faculty, and the institution at all times. The instructor reserves the right to withdraw a student from the class in event of multiple EWC policy infractions. So I hope we don't ever get to that point, guys, but please in our online discussions be very respectful of one another and try to keep your opinions very structured towards the course content and that chapter, that video, those kinds of things. Attendance, guys, in the online format basically is by due date, so no late work is accepted. Everything is expected to be done on our timeline that is set forth in our syllabus and schedule. I'll let you know if there's any changes on my end to that, and you guys let me know if you are going to be gone for a school event. If you give me a university excuse or a medical excuse, that's when those due dates are going to be a little bit flexible, guys. But again, no late work accepted, just on that day-to-day basis. Grading, the grade earned in the class depends on the amount of work the student chooses to do as well as its quality. And your grade is based on a percentage of 700 points. So here you can kind of see the grading breakdown. exams to make up these 700 points. So this is kind of the breakdown of the 700. Exams are worth 300 points. We have 3 100-point exams throughout the semester. So you'll never have like that midterm and that final. It's kind of trimesterly, and everything will be from the last exam on. So no cumulative exams. That's kind of nice. Papers, we have 3 50-point papers. So the papers will cover certain chapters, same with your exams, and then we'll move on to the next paper and talk about our own personal examples. There'll be prompts in your modules, and I'll show you those here in a second. The message boards and the chapter readings and quizzes are going to be those weekly things. So we will have 12 message boards, 10 points each, and then those corresponding quizzes. So those will cover each of the chapters in the text. One thing that we need to know for this first week is we do have our Zoom meet and greet. I'm sorry guys, this date is wrong. I will change that on your syllabus. This will be for our spring semester meeting. So that meeting here, let me just show you really quick. Our Zoom intro meeting is August 30th, okay, and it's at either 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. and I'll talk about Zoom here in a bit, but you can either log on right at 10, or if you have something going on at 10, you can join me at 7. If these times absolutely don't fit with your schedule, please let me know and we can set up again that alternate time. But this meeting should only take about 5-10 minutes. It's just so that you can pop in, and I know that you can use Zoom should you need to join me in office hours, or if we need to set up any meetings throughout the course. Just saying hey, introducing yourself, asking any initial questions. So pop into this meeting and you'll start off well with 10 points in the course. Alright guys, so back to our syllabus here, and if you notice I'm kind of over here on this left hand side, and that's really kind of where you're going to need to be to find your way around this Canvas interpersonal course. So you're going to go into courses, you're going to select your interpersonal communication, and then we're going to really work in modules here. So you'll see this video in week 1 overview and the course introduction here, and then you'll go into your syllabus and schedule, which is where we were chatting. So this should automatically open for you. And again, I will change this guy to that August 30th date. Okay, moving right along. So we have ADA accommodation. So please let me know if you have any disability or other accommodations that we need to make in this online format. I'll work really closely with the EWC coordinators, and we'll get everything set up for you. So just send me an email, tell me in office hours, in our intro Zoom meeting, whatever you need. Alright guys, now just a reminder about academic dishonesty. This is one of the worst parts about being an instructor, so please find your own sources, cite them, do your own work, and we should be good to go. So just a reminder here about plagiarism, academic dishonesty. Borrowing content in whole or in part, copying or turning in the same content as someone else, even if you worked on it together, is academic dishonesty. Cutting and pasting any part of your assignments or taking the content directly from another work, such as an article or internet site, is dishonesty unless the material is properly cited. So again, do your own work, find your own sources, cite. Okay guys. So here's kind of a breakdown of that point value we talked about a little bit earlier. And then moving here, this is our course schedule. So I encourage you to print this out and really just have this, check this every week. Week 1, right away, we'll have this course syllabus and introductory exercises. So again, that's just in your modules, and everything is broken down by week. We have that Zoom meet and greet on Thursday, August 30th, again at either 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. And basically, guys, we'll talk about Zoom here. You're just going to follow this link. And what you should be able to do is follow the link directly, and it will help you, prompt you to download the Zoom application. It's very quick, very easy, it's free. If you have any trouble, if you go into modules here, we have some Zoom instructions. So this document should help you kind of work through everything with Zoom and help you troubleshoot. If you have any problems at all with Zoom, please just send me an email and I'll help you through things. But it's very user-friendly, should be super easy. You can start even just by clicking that link and it should prompt you to download the app. You can do it on your phone and on your computer, and I find that very helpful. So you can pop in and ask me anything. We always have our smartphones on us, right? But your computer just might be a better connection and interface if you can use your computer. Okay, so back here into our syllabus and our schedule. Okay, and then everything, guys, is broken down week by week. We're going to start with chapter 1 in week 2. So you're going to read chapter 1, and then by Thursday, you should have responded to your discussion thread, at least your own post, okay? And then our chapter 1 quiz is due on Thursday. Then, guys, you need to go back in after you've responded to the discussion thread yourself and have a discussion with at least 2 classmates in the thread. So I really encourage you to read and respond earlier in the week, take your quizzes, and respond to one another later in the week. So think about how you can break that down, how that works best with your schedule. We will have a discussion thread nearly every week, so just start to plan that in and get used to that with our course. Here you can see week 3, we have our first paper assigned, and then it tells you when that first paper is due. There will be that assignment in your modules here in week 3, and then it should pop up that you have the paper due in your calendar on the 25th. So you can just go through this and see kind of how everything's broken down. We're taking Thanksgiving break off here, and then our final is available online on the 11th, and it's due on the 14th. So just setting aside that time and making sure that you will have internet access for finals week. Okay, guys, I think that's pretty much all I have for you in this intro video. Go ahead again and go into modules and just work through everything in the module, guys. And you'll see the overview of what needs to be accomplished in each week, and then you'll have a review to make sure that you've covered everything at the end of the module. So get started. I'm happy to answer any questions and excited to meet you all in our Zoom meeting. I'll see you soon. Thanks.